Hi there, and thanks a lot for joining us here today from the set of the Ingalls Table, where we just finished filming some amazing new recipe videos. And it's certainly appropriate that we're here because at Local Flavor, we're all about the eats. Today, the Ingalls Real Deal treats us to an Italian-American classic. We visit a fantastic local farm, getting us ready for pumpkin season. Aaron and Kelly from the Southern Table treat us to a Southwest chickpea salad. Busy Mom Solutions shows us how to make a fast and easy monkey bread. We hit the gridiron for some amazing tailgating treats. And Smokin' Joe Lasher shows us how to make the Ingalls Real Deal St. Louis ribs. First up, Stephanie Stuckey brings us that classic roadside Stuckey's favorite to a Southern classic with her bourbon pecan banana bread pudding. Hope you brought your appetite. Check it out.
Hey, and welcome to the Ingalls Table. I'm Stephanie Stuckey, and today I'm going to show you how I make my bourbon pecan banana bread pudding. That's a mouthful. Everything that I need for this delicious recipe I got at my local Ingalls. So let's get started. I'm going to do the caramel sauce first, and it's super easy to make caramel sauce yourself. What you do is you get the sugar and you put it in the pan and you let it caramelize. So that's the secret, is you really have to be patient, have it on a nice low simmer, stir frequently, and the sugar is going to start to melt and caramelize. At that point, you slowly add the butter, stir in the butter, and then you slowly add the cream, stir in the cream, and you know it's ready because it smells absolutely delish. After that, I'm going to show you how you put together the actual pudding. So you take your eggs, and I'd start with the eggs because it's much easier if you whisk the eggs first. And then you're going to add your milk, your cream. Again, I'm going to whisk the wet ingredients together first. Put in the brown sugar, the bananas. So you mash the bananas really well. You have to get super ripe bananas. And then this is really the secret ingredient next to the pecans. It's the bourbon. So you can add as much bourbon as you want, depending on how you're feeling. You add the bourbon. It smells delicious. Then you take the sweet bread. Ingalls has a lot of choices on breads, so choose whatever you like, but it helps if the bread has a little sugar in it because it'll pick up on the sweetness of the recipe. Another pro tip, use stale bread. It tastes much better, trust me. So then you put the bread in, and before you mix it all up, you gotta add the pecans. So these are the Stuckey's Kettle Grace pecans. And I'm gonna take a tip that I learned from my grandmother. I called her Big Mama because I'm from the South. And this is what Big Mama did. She took a rolling pin and she would bang. I'm sorry, it's a little noisy. I'm gonna put it over here. She would bang on the pecans to get them crushed. I'll tell you another story about my Big Mama. She's the one who made our signature recipe. Stuckey's is known for our pecan log rolls. And like any good cook, she didn't want to waste. And so whenever she made a botched batch, and she made a lot of botched batches trying to create the perfect recipe, she would throw them out to the hogs. And of course, we ate the hogs, or they ate the hogs, and our barbecue became famous. Everyone wanted barbecue made at our house because it was the sweetest pork meat around. That is a true story. So I'm gonna add the pecans, and then I just use my hands. It's up to you. Now, if it seems a little too wet, feel free to pour out some of the liquid or add more bread. But what you want is for it to get really nice and mushy, and you're going to let it sit for about 15 minutes, and then you're going to put it in a buttered dish, and you're going to bake it for 45 minutes. So now we're going to pop this in the oven, and we'll be right back. So now it's out of the oven. is hardened. We let it sit for a minute, and this is what your caramel sauce looks like. The bourbon caramel sauce, and you let it drizzle. You drizzle it on top, and then here is my secret sauce. You take what's in the bottom of the pecan bag, I call it pecan fairy dust, and you sprinkle it on top like a garnish. So that's it. I hope you try my bourbon pecan banana bread recipe. Be sure to check out the rest of the amazing recipes that can be found right here on the Ingles website. See you next time.
Bourbon, check. Pecans, check. Bananas, check. Bread pudding, check. Yep, I like all those things. You know what else I like? The real deal. Time for an Italian-American classic. Watch this. Ingles is making it possible for you to experience some of the world's most iconic recipes right from your own kitchen. Follow along with our team of Ingles Table All-Stars as they recreate dishes that have made these flavors world famous. We researched the history behind each recipe and prepared them exactly as intended. Now it's time to take a trip to Naples, Italy with Susie Neal and the Ingles Real Deal Spaghetti Puttanesca.
Start with olive oil, garlic, and anchovies. Add tomatoes, olives, capers, and red pepper flakes. Bring it all to a boil and simmer for 15 minutes. Cook your spaghetti noodles. Reserve 1 cup of the water and then drain off the rest. Add your spaghetti to the sauce. Toss to coat and gradually add a little pasta water to the mixture to marry it all together, stirring in the parsley. Puttanesca was created in Naples, Italy during World War II. One account says that the ladies cooked this dish to lure in customers with the aroma. Grated Parmigiano Reggiano seals the deal. Smells great to me, and that's the Ingles Real Deal Spaghetti Puttanesca. Mangia!
Guys, the good food is gonna keep on coming. Up next, we're heading to a pumpkin farm to see what family farming looks like in 2025. And we're diving into a delicious Southwest chickpea salad. We'll be right back. Hi guys, welcome back to Local Flavor, where we at Ingles Markets are bringing you some mouth-watering dishes to get you ready for your next get-together. And we're giving you an inside look at where some of that amazing produce comes from, including your jack-o'-lanterns. Let's go.
I just grew up on the family farm, and it's always kind of been, a part of me.
Appalachian Produce, we've been in business on the produce side for about 9 years. I'm first generation. I started this from scratch, and I'm really happy that my son has decided to come back to the farm.
It's very heartwarming going into a store, seeing our product, and knowing exactly where it came from.
It would be a lot easier for them to use one big supplier, but I really like their commitment to using smaller folks like me.
It's just very important to focus on a local family farm, and it's very nice to have a large company such as Ingles that really puts a focus on the American farmer and a small business like this.
I'm Johnny Wishon, and this is my Ingles story.
I love getting to visit those farms, and I'm telling you, the love and care that these men and women put into working and caring for the land, it's inspiring. Well, next up, Aaron and Kelly from the Southern Table give us a great recipe for a Southwestern favorite. Take a look.
Hey y'all,
y'all, we're Kelly and Aaron with the Southern Table here for the Ingalls Table.
And we are mixing up a delicious salad for y'all. This is our Southwest chickpea salad. Comes together in about 10 minutes, and we're going to show you some tricks to make it even faster.
Oh, and this is one of our favorites. This dish can be used as a side dish, a topper for salads, really a little bit of anything.
Or a dip. I mean, it's
so
possibilities
good.
are endless, and we love it for springtime and even the summer. So this one's a good one.
And it comes together, like you said, really quick.
And we've got everything portioned out. The good news is Ingalls Market's produce, they will dice and slice some veggies for you so they're ready to go. We did some on our own, but that just kind of makes life so easy.
It really alleviates a ton of prep time for you, and we're using their sliced bell peppers along with the onions. No crying here.
Makes it
because
easy.
The onions were ready for us.
Life easy, yes. Okay, so we're gonna start with the chickpeas. You're just gonna need one 15-ounce can of those, as well as those black beans
And
over
we
there.
are so obsessed with the chickpeas
Oh my gosh,
right
yes.
now. Such a good flavor for spring
This
and
is
summer.
a great vegan option as well.
It really
so
is.
You can enjoy that with all your friends
Look at
who
you
have
cleaning
that. I
as
know.
we go. She's our cleaner.
I'm learning. After almost 3 kids, I'm trying to be ahead of the game. Then we're going to toss in our canned Lara Lynn corn. You can use frozen corn as well.
And then it's over to the Ingalls Produce Department we go for all the diced bell peppers.
And I love that they do the variety, so it's nice and colorful for you.
So
Oh my
pretty.
goodness. And then we just halved cherry tomatoes. I did a little mixture to give more color. Again, easy peasy.
The
About a
star
cup of
of the
those.
show.
Are we gonna have enough room in this bowl? I
We
should have
are.
brought a bigger one.
We're good. The onion, the red onion.
I love
all
onion.
the
You
flavor.
know that about me.
We both do.
It just brings the
So good.
flavor. Okay, and then next we have one jalapeno. You can go a little heavy on it if you want some extra spice, but that is so delicious and a nice touch.
We're here for the spice.
Okay, now we're gonna mix up the dressing, and this is super easy as well. We're starting with our Lara Lynn extra virgin olive oil, just 2 tablespoons of that.
And this is what meshes all of the flavors
Yes.
together as you let it sit.
And then some maple syrup, about a tablespoon of that.
A little cumin.
Yes, throw that in, girl.
A little cumin in the mix.
About a tablespoon of minced garlic. You can use a tablespoon of garlic powder if you have that on hand. So good. And then we have some paprika. I'll let you toss that in, and some chili powder.
I love the flavor the paprika adds
Yes.
to almost any and
This is a
everything we
really,
cook.
like, every bite you take, you're gonna have a pop of spice and flavor. Okay, I'm gonna mix that up.
So good.
And then we'll squirt on some fresh lime juice after that, after we
Makes
toss
it
this.
so yummy.
And this is just really light.
I love it.
And I love using this on boat days, pool days.
And
Good
you can
option to have.
Serve this up with so many yummy flavors.
And because
with
it
the
doesn't
chips,
have
the breads.
right, because you don't have mayo or cheese in it, you can take it out in the sun. It's
Can
gonna
sit
last
out.
you.
A little fresh
Yes.
lime.
I like doing 2 fresh limes, but obviously if you want less, you can choose to do so. I just think
What I
that
love about
adds
this
a little
too,
pop.
you can add your favorites in or delete things that you're not so crazy about.
Should have brought my little
Your
juicer,
squeezer.
but you know,
This is more
this
fun.
makes us feel more professional.
Really
in the
working
kitchen.
our forearms
Yes.
in this recipe. So
Go to
pretty.
town, and then you'll just lightly toss this.
Okay, stir it up.
So you don't mess up those little chickpeas there.
Look how beautiful.
And it's so colorful and vibrant. I love it. And then we're just gonna top it off with a few more little additions.
Goodies.
Yes.
We've got the cilantro.
Yes,
And
so
again, either
good.
you love it or you hate it. If you don't like the cilantro,
You don't have to
omit.
use it, right. These are just kind of our extra touches and flavors.
And then the green onion.
Yes,
right
and
on
again,
top.
that is also a pre-chopped item from the produce department,
I mean,
so
that
it saves you time.
all
Yes.
kinds of time.
A little bit of that.
And then we refrigerate this,
That's
right?
it. At least an hour. You want to put it in the fridge for an hour, and then that's it. Again, you can serve it up with some crostinis or fresh bread, or even just as a dip with the homemade tortilla chips from Ingalls. You've got lots of options.
We're always here for the dips. It's so good. Make sure you check out this recipe and many others while you're here on the website.
We'll see y'all next time.
I love when Aaron and Kelly put out a spread like that because if it looks that beautiful, you know it's going to taste amazing. Well, up next, we'll be monkeying around in the kitchen with Jasmine and Susie. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Local Flavor presented by Ingalls Markets. Guys, this next recipe from Busy Mom Solutions delivers an ooey gooey favorite I know you're going to love. Take a look.
Busy Mom Solutions, presented by Ingalls.
Hello, I'm Jasmine Queen.
And I'm Susie Neal.
And we're with the Ingalls Table. And today we are going to show you how to make
monkey bread.
I'm so excited,
Oh my
Jasmine.
gosh, me
This
too.
is one of my favorites. I make this for scratch around the holidays, but I want to see your busy mom take on monkey bread today.
Right, we don't have time to make biscuits today, Susie, from scratch. So we have a can of biscuits that we picked up at Ingles. So what I've done is I've already kind of pre-sliced some of these. I like to just kind of stack them on top of each other here.
Okay.
And cut them into about 6 pieces. Okay, so we have a stick of butter melted here, some
Everything
brown
good
sugar.
starts with the brown
Oh
sugar.
my gosh,
doesn't it?
right? And we're just kind of gonna put this on the bottom of our muffin tin here.
I'm gonna spray
Smart.
those, 'cause-
Yes. All right, so once you have that mixed up, you'll just take some and place it just right here at the bottom of your muffin tin.
Okay.
And that's gonna make just a delicious, oh my gosh, butter and sugar sauce,
Oh,
right?
it's gonna make like a yummy caramel sauce.
Exactly,
And
exactly.
You know what I really like about your recipe, Jasmine?
Tell me, Susie.
Is that it's individual.
Right.
You could like make these ahead,
Yes,
breakfast,
yes,
dinner,
yes.
and air fryer.
That's exactly what we do. So I make this
I
big
know.
batch, I put them in my fridge, and then we air fry 'em, just like you said, because easy peasy. Because I just do not want to have to wake up in the morning and cook, right? Let's
No.
pre-do it. Let's pre-do
No,
it.
let's do it all the way.
So this part we have this just sugar and cinnamon, and yeah, kind of
Go
mix
shake
it up
it,
a little
shake it,
bit.
shake it.
Now this is the part my kid loves the most because she's like, "Can I just shake up the cinnamon and sugar?"
Of
right?
course.
Of course you can.
And when are you ever going to tell your kids, no, I don't want help in
Right,
the kitchen?
right.
Because we're putting those skills to the kids at
Yeah.
a young age. So they're going to grow up like we did with a love of cooking, and they're going to feed their families
That's
one day
right.
just like we are.
That's right. And you know,
Just like we
sometimes
are.
when kids kind of take ownership of the meals, then they really want to eat it, right? They're
Yes.
like, I made that. So we're going to just put these in just one of these zip top bags.
Okay.
And so you really just
All
want to
right,
make
put 'em
sure
in.
that you break them up, right?
All
Just
right,
because you
so-
want the cinnamon and sugar on every single piece.
Now, you know, we're talking about making these for breakfast, but I think this would be really nice the nights that we do breakfast
Oh,
for
yeah.
dinner.
Great idea. Sure.
Okay,
You
but
know.
if you're looking forward to monkey bread, let's put them in the pan.
Yes, let's do. I put 4 per.
Okay.
And then you just kind of stick them, smush them kind of together, just so
Okay.
they,
So
you know,
they
they
stick
stay. Yeah, so
together,
that
okay.
they stick together like family, right?
Exactly.
Family.
Like
they
Ingalls
stick,
and family.
That's right. They stick together. And then if you wanted to, you could, you know, we'll have some extra cinnamon and sugar in the bag. Of course, you could pour that on top because I don't think you can have enough cinnamon and sugar,
you
right?
cannot. It's gonna smell so good when
I
it's
know.
baking, Jasmine.
So when it's done, I just, you know, put some parchment paper on these to keep them together.
So
and then
smart.
paired it with some fresh fruit that I got already diced at Ingles. And
Perfect.
voila, there is your meal.
That's-
Just like that.
Ideal.
Busy Mom Solutions in Ingles.
We are with you every step of the way.
For the full recipe and shopping list, head over to WSPA.com and click on Busy Mom Solutions under the Community tab.
I love monkeys, and I love bread. You know what else I love? Football. Folks, with football just days away, we're getting you ready for tailgate season. And I had a chance to dive in with the ladies from the Southern Table for some amazing game day bites. Hello everyone and welcome to the Ingles Tailgate. I'm Chris Bainbridge alongside the stars of the Southern Table, Aaron and Kelly. And guys, we've got a spread here.
We do. We love football, of course, but we got to eat first before the game to get us all ready.
That's what it's all about, and we love giving that high-end look, but on a budget, and our friends at Ingles make it so easy to pull off the perfect tailgate and make everybody happy.
Well, mission accomplished. So, all right, let's take a tour of food here.
Oh, these are the mini subs. You can pick those up in the deli at Ingles, and they have them ready to go for you, along with all of your favorite toppings right there on the side. It really makes serving a dream.
They even pack up the condiments as
I
well
mean,
to
you're
go
right.
right with it. So you have a little sandwich station.
Okay.
And down below there, you'll see the little pinwheels.
Oh, hello,
we love those. The
pinwheels.
kids love these. Lots of different ideas for that. They've got the olives, the pickles, everything you need for that.
That's
as
all
well.
ready to go.
It's ready to go. This is a little dream right here. This is called the Italian. Not everyone knows about that, but it's on the Ingles Deli menu.
It's our
Order
new
this.
favorite.
It is our new fave. It
Look how
comes
pretty it
with
is.
a beautiful variety of veggies around it. Grab and go sandwiches. It's beautiful.
Nice.
So good.
All right, moving on down the line. What do we
Okay,
got?
gotta have some chips and dip
You got
on
it.
that table.
I see that guac.
Of course, you know, award-winning guac from Ingles Markets, along with the homemade chips, the pico de gallo, and the veggie tray.
And you know we've got to have something sweet on every Southern table, and that's where this brownie dish comes in. a brownie platter. Head over to the Ingles Bakery. They can whip those up for you, and what a beautiful display. Ending it off with a little sweet tea.
Yes, and we've just simply added some apples in there to give it that fall vibe.
Absolutely.
Delicious, a drink station your guests can grab and go.
All right, so I have been thrifting with the ladies from the Southern Table before, and I can tell you it is indeed a full contact sport. So tell me about some of the treasures that we have here, and what kind of cost are we looking at with something like this at a thrift shop?
We love to keep it simple
Yes.
and on a budget. We found all of these throws and scarves we have on the bottom. We're bringing all the plaids to you for the fall vibes, and we're talking less than probably $10 for all of the bottom layer of our table.
And of course, our silver pieces, giving it that high-end look. We thrift those as well. I mean, you can find those at varying price points, but good deals.
And that's what makes it so easy. You grab your Ingles platter, place them right on top of the silver
look how
piece,
fancy.
and immediately it elevates your look.
I mean, this is definitely going to be the most elevated tailgate that I've attended in a parking lot, and it all looks beautiful. I know it's going to be delicious. Go-to tailgate food. Kelly.
I don't know, it might be the Italian. That looks so yummy and it has everything you need in one bite.
And we are all about the chips and dip, the homemade guac. You gotta have it.
Okay, let's be honest, we love it all.
We love
it all.
And you can find it all in your local Ingles. Make sure and check us out online at ingles-markets.com. Man, all that definitely has me ready for some football. Well, coming up next, we wrap things up with some more amazing recipes, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Local Flavor presented by Ingles. Our last recipe brings us the true story of one of the most famous bits of barbecue in the country. Smokin' Joe Lasher shows us how to make the Ingles Real Deal St. Louis ribs. Ingles is making it possible for you to experience some of the world's most iconic recipes right from your own kitchen. Follow along with our team of Ingles Table All-Stars as they recreate dishes that have made these flavors world famous. We researched the history behind each recipe and prepared them exactly as intended. Now, Smokin' Joe Lasher takes us to Missouri for the Ingles Real Deal St. Louis style ribs.
Preheat your oven to 225. You'll want to trim your spare ribs into a St. Louis style cut. Be sure to follow the recipe instructions closely for this step. Remove the membrane using a dry paper towel. All right, now it's time to add the flavor. Coat the rack liberally with prepared mustard front and back. Then coat the meat side with barbecue rub with just a little on the back side. Place it in your 225-degree oven for 3 hours. Meat side up. All right, we've been in the oven for 3 hours. Now it's time to pull that out and add even more great flavor. Lay out some aluminum foil, pour some brown sugar, butter, and then drizzle the honey. Grab your ribs, place them meat side down on your foil, and wrap it up tight. All right, we're gonna put this back into a 225-degree oven for 2 hours. At the end of 2 hours, we're gonna pull this out, increase the oven temperature to 275. We're gonna open the foil, turn the meat side up, and we're gonna add some delicious barbecue sauce. The St. Louis style of ribs don't actually originate from the marination or the rubs. All it is just a specific type of cut for the pork ribs. It gives a nicer looking presentation of the meat, and it also makes it easier to enjoy eating. So that's the Ingles Real Deal St. Louis style ribs. Enjoy.